We are going to take one more last question. Let me say 3. Question number 3. Let's look at that. Let's say given that, let's look at x is equal to k, let's say square root, I can say square root m, let's say square root m raised to power 2 plus n raised to power 2. Now let's take that for instance, that you are given that x is equal to k root m raised to power 2 plus n raised to power 2, all in what? In a square root. Now, we said make m the subject. Let's say make m the subject formula. Make m the subject formula. And find the value of m. If we are to find the value of m, let's say when x, let's say we are giving x, for instance, to be equal to, okay, let me use a value, 12.2, k, let's say k equal to 0.02 and 1.1. Let's say we are given a question like this, that given that x is equal to k root m raised to power 2 plus n raised to power 2, all in square root. It says make m the subject formula and find the value of m when x is equal to 12.2, k equal to 0.02, and n equal to 1.1. What are we going to do? First, let's look at that solution. We are going to make our m the subject. X is equal to what? K root m square plus n square. Our k is multiplying everything in the root sign there. So first, we move our k from this place by doing what? Dividing both sides by k. So k will come to divide, and we now have what? X over k is equal to what? Root m square plus n square. Our next task will now be to remove the square root sign here. And how do we remove the square root that is covering all of them? To remove the square root, we are going to make the other side of the equation square. We are going to square the other side. So x over k all square is equal to what? M square plus what? N square. We are trying to make m subject, so our n square will move to the other side of the equation, and this gives us what? We have what? X square over k square. When it moves across the equality sign, it changes sign from positive to negative. This is equal to what? M square. So how are we going to make our m now the subject? M is squared here. So to pull the square from m, we are going to make the other side of the equation square root. So we can simply say what? X square over k square minus n square, all in square root, is equal to m. So this, we have made m the subject of the formula. We can also put it in another form by looking for the what? LCM in this fraction. Now, our m can be written as, the LCM is what? K square. K square divided by k square will give us what? 1. So 1 times x squared, there we have what? X squared. Minus, this becomes what? K square, n square, all in square root. So we can make use of this as our what? Our change formula. M is now equal to all the square root x square minus k square n square all over what? k squared. So the next question that we have is, we are going to look for the value of m. We'll look for the value of m by substituting the values of x, k, and n into this new formula. Our m will now be equal to, our x is what? 12.2 minus, what do we have? Our k is given to be what? 0.02. This is what? Squared. And our n is 1.1. This is what? Squared. All over, what do we have? Our k, 0.02 squared. All in what? Square root. You see that? All in square root. This is basically what we mean by substitution. Replacing letters in a formula with a given what? Value. So let's go. What do we have? 12.2 square. If we can compute that, we are going to have 148.84 minus, this will give us what? 0.0004 times, what are we going to get? When we multiply 1.1, we multiply, we square it, which is 1.1 times 1.1. What are we going to get? Yes, we are going to get what? 1.21 all over 0.0004. All will now be in what? Square root. So evaluate that value. When we multiply these values, we have what? 148.84 minus, if we evaluate this value, what are we going to get? We are going to get what? 0.000484 all over 0.0004, all in the root form. We now have this. Subtract this. What are we going to get? We are going to get what? 148 point, let's say 839. 148.839 all over 0.0004. So compute that with your calculator. What will be our final answer? If you are computing that with your calculator, we are going to have 601 as a whole number. So we have come to the end of our topic, substitution in formula. I believe you have gained from the mathematics class. Please don't forget to share, like, follow, and comment on all our social media platforms, and subscribe. God bless you.